Hey folks, welcome to another edition of Pteranodon Media's Show and Tell What the Hell. And we're going to be showing and telling about some Godzilla toys. I love Godzilla toys. And guess what I found? Yes, I finally found Playmates toys. Well, how do I want to say this? Gigan. I used to say Gigan a lot. That's why I hesitated with that. Gigan when I was a kid, Gigan later on. Yeah, I've always been a fan of Gigan. And this is the Final Wars 2004 version of him released by Playmates. And I wanted to talk about him a bit because it took me a while to get him. And while people are stockpiling on toiletries, I am stockpiling on toys because I love them so much and they make me feel better. And hopefully people that are watching this, you share that same attitude as well. This is plastic crack to me. This is what gets me through the day is getting a toy, finding a toy, and risking everything, finances and everything, and finally getting something that brings me joy. What a loser I am. Anyway, we're going to be talking about this guy here. I do have him in package here. Now, as you can see, this is Playmates. It's 2020, so Playmates have taken over the license for Godzilla. A lot of people speculate that it could be because of the delay in the movie. Now, there's even more of a delay now, but the delay in the Kong versus Godzilla movies, they were supposed to get some Godzilla toys out sooner. So what they did is they said, well, let's kind of get some older molds and reuse those. Well, they did. But some of these other molds here are a little bit different from what Bandai had produced. And I'm going to prove that to you today. Because there's some significant differences in this. All right. Well, first of all, I'm grabbing the open one that I have. We're going to look at the package here. This is very similar to what we've seen with Bandai and now with Playmates. Some of the packages slightly differ. Some you'll get some that say like, I don't know, the anniversary ones, or you'll get some that were Bandai, but it looks like a Playmate sticker's been put over it. I don't know. But then you do get that same Godzilla in the background. It'd be better if they actually used a picture of Godzilla from the movie, but I don't know if there's some sort of issue with that. So anyway, I already have one that I opened up. Wait, this is not the right one. Keep getting the wrong one. And we're going to compare them to the Bandai one. So here is your Gigan. That pisses people off. Gigan Godzilla figure. And this is my first time messing around with it, so forgive me if I seem a little too, I don't know, confused and befuddled. But he comes in a kind of pre-posed look, very reminiscent to me of like the Trendmasters, where they kind of came already posed and you have some sort of ability to do that. Bandai kind of gives you a static position that you can move some of the parts with. Sometimes you can't, but this is that hard plastic. I'm kind of exploring this figure to kind of get the gist of it. Now, the claws here are a little softer, a little bit more pliable. You do get articulation on the arms. You do not get articulation on the wrist or forearm area. I'm happy I found him, by the way. He's really hard to find. The fins on the back are very flexible, right? Look at that. Pretty easy to move around. The tail moves right here. This is kind of bendy right there. And I'm trying to see, actually the horn is a little bit more difficult to move than this, but I guess they use that kind of plastic to where it could kind of keep shape. Had they used this, maybe they run the risk of it bending and deforming while in package or in boxes. So yeah, the head unfortunately does not move. It looks like it wants to move, but because of the sculpt, it does hinder the ability for it to move. Now this one does have a little beak smudge right here, but that's all right. I'm going to use this for a custom actually. So yeah, everything else seems pretty decent. Now what I want to do is bust out the old Bandai one. And let's take a look at some of the differences between them. Right? Well, I may be eating my words because there are some very interesting similarities. I don't know. Well, first of all, with this Bandai, I had a lisp, sorry. With this Bandai figure here, sorry. Again, now these claws are not bendable at the wrist, but they're both facing the same direction. I'm looking at some of the differences here. Now, this was $15, right? Or 14, sorry, it's 14, 12 something. He is kind of pre-posed in the same way. Now, you'll notice that the head is looking straight forward on this one, and the head is looking down here. The mouth is closed somewhat on this, teeth grinding, and the mouth is open on this one. Way more detail on the fins with the Bandai, surprisingly. I mean, oh, I'm missing the last part of his tail. Well, sorry, can't show you that right now. Unless I dropped it. Did I drop it? Man, you a damn fool. Dropping that shit. Man, I guess I lost it, folks. I do not know where it currently resides. Oh, well, we're going to have to suffer without it. What is this here? This is part of his tail? There you go. Is that right? I don't even know anymore. I thought there was at least one more little piece to this. Let me know if I got this wrong, because I had it put away and maybe another piece just fell off. But if I'm right, then this is the part of the tail that goes there. I don't know. I can't make an accurate comparison now. But either way, the end of this tail looks way cooler, I think. Both pros and cons. Now, I don't know what the Bandai one actually goes for these days, but I've seen people put it up there like past $30. You know, so if you want to get a more affordable, streamlined representation of Gigan, then there you go. You get the one that you get at Walmart. Now, I saw two. So people were saying that this is a one per package deal. I did see two just recently pop up. So that could mean that we're going to see more of him. Now, what I'd like to do with this Gigan is do some custom work and see what sort of details I can bring out from the sculpt. Now, I'm also bringing out here a giant Trendmasters Gigan. Very cool. I like that. Yes. Also not the most screen accurate rendition, but I really loved this design as well. Just overall cool representation. Plus, he's got some massive, massive biceps. So, yeah, keep working out, man. I guess you have to have biceps when you're carrying those massive, cool claws. Pythons, if you will. Now, all right. So, you all let me know. I may be a little off here. My mind is somewhat distracted with current events. So, if you got more insight into the Playmates Gigan, give me a holler. Let me know. And also let me know if I'm missing a piece of the tail, because I just saw this and I'm like, wait a minute, was there more to this? Anyway, folks, that's all I got. You all take care out there, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Be safe. We'll see you later on.